Hari Om. Up till now, Patanjali has explained that the whole life is miserable and painful. And cause for that misery is Sanyoga, that is Drashta, the soul or the Purush, remains assimilated with the Drishya. And Drishya is all materialistic things, starting from our body itself, expanding to the whole universe. Everything which exists is Drishya. Now in Sutra number 18, Patanjali further explains the details of this Drishya. He says, Prakasha Kriya Sthiti-shilam Bhutendriyatmakam Bhogapavargartham Drishyam. So he gives a specific explanation of Drishya. What is Drishya? He says Drishya is a Prakasha Kriya Sthiti-shilam. First thing. Prakash is light, Kriya is action or movements, and Sthiti is position. So basically I told you Drishya is any object in the universe which exists, that is which we can perceive through our sense organs. Now that Drishya can be sensed through Prakasha, Kriya and Sthiti, or that assimilation of Drashtu with Drishya with these forms. That assimilation may be with help of Prakash, light, because we see so many things and then we get assimilated. So that is through the light or Prakash. And Kriya means actions or vibrations. So every object has got some vibrations. It is already proved by modern science also. So the assimilation can be because of these vibrations or actions, we can say. If something is moving, we can recognize. Then there is a sthiti. Sthiti means the position. Every object has got its own position. And through that position, Drashtu gets assimilated with that. So these are the three qualities of Drishya. So Drishya is like that. And like that it is perceived by the Drashta. And so he gets assimilated. Secondly, Patanjali says it is Bhutendriyatmakam. Now, Bhuta means which exists, that is Bhut. Whatever exists in the universe, it is Bhut. And basically there is a concept of 5 Bhutas, Panchama Bhut. This is a very famous concept and basic concept of yoga also and of Indian philosophy also. There are 5 basic elements are there with which everything in the universe is existing. It is Prithvi, Apa, Tej, Vayu and Akash. Prithvi means all solid things. Apa means all liquid. Tej means energy. Vayu means gases. Akash means space. So every object in the universe is composed of all these 5 elements. Proportion may vary in different way. But every element has got this. So Patanjali says every Drishya has got these 5 elements. So Drishya is with all 5 elements and its organs. Organs connected with the body, or if you say in wide range, we can say the components. So if Drishya is body, then this is organs. Different organs are there through which it can be perceived. If you consider a wide range object in the universe, it is components. Every object has some components. So basic 5 elements are there and components are there. So these are the things which can be perceived by Drashta and get assimilated. This is another point for the Drishya. Then it is Bhogapavargartham. Bhoga means to experience. So Drishya can be experienced by Drashta, and because of that experience he gets assimilated. So it is for the Bhoga, we can say. And Apavarga means detachment or liberation. So Drishya is necessary for liberation because Drashta is assimilated with Drishya. That is a cause of all pains and miseries. And if he wants to get rid of all that, he must get disconnected from the Drishya. So for disconnection also, existence of Drishya is required. That is why Patanjali says Drishya is required for liberation also, and Drishya is required for the connection also. Because of the Drishya, all these different qualities, Drishtu gets assimilated with that. So for assimilation, Drishya is needed. But when he wants to get disconnected and liberated, again connection has to be there, then it can be disconnected. That is how Patanjali explains the details of this Drishya in this sutra. Hare Om.